Hello crazy stampers, welcome to part 2 of the Accented Balloons card series, which is really not really a series, it's just 2 cards that I split up into 2 videos because it was way too long. It starts off kind of weird because it was right in the middle of stamping. I edited it out. Edited it out. Enjoy the show. No, not enjoy the show. Enjoy the stamping. Okay, so the next image that we're going to use is from the Accented Balloons, and it's this one here. As you can see, I took the inner part of it, and I already lined up my Whisper white paper, which is cut at 4 3/8 by 3 3/4, and I'm just lining it up on my paper to see where I want it to go. And I used this grid paper again so that I can make sure that my paper is straight, and then I'm just going to try and line up the image the way I want. And I'll just press this down and then I'll keep it in place. What I'm going to use is the Memento ink on it, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because I'm going to be using some of the blends, but I'm also going to be using some of the new ink pads and new colors to color this in with a blender pen. So if I don't get a good image, I can go back down and and press it down, which I don't really need to, but if I needed to, I would press down on that. Sorry, the movement. This is a motorhome table, so you're gonna see that. So I'm gonna take this out. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some coloring, and the first thing I'm gonna use is my Pool Party, and these are available now. It's the Dark Pool Party. And you can buy them in singles or you can buy them in a combo pack. This one will come with a lighter one. I'm going to color some of these flowers with the blender pen. You've seen me do this before. Can you see this? I'm going to use the brush tip. Comes with 2 tips, the brush tip and the pen, more precise for precise coloring. And these are alcohol based. What you don't want to do is leave these where they are, where the cap's not on it, because they'll dry out easy. I'm gonna get close forward it so you don't have to see me do the coloring, because I know the coloring part is boring. Now what I'm going to use is the color lifter. I actually wanted to use the lighter one. I forgot that I used the lighter one for my one that I had made previously. So I'm going to kind of go over it and pick up some of the color to make it a little bit lighter. I'm going to use the brush tip and just go over some of the parts that I want lighter. This just picks up the color a bit, which is fine, because that's what I wanted. I wanted the light pool party. I'll show you my other card when we're done with this one. I hate showing you guys the cards before I make them, because I want you to have to be tortured in my video and have to watch my whole video. I guess you could fast forward it to the end if you wanted to. Okay, let's see. Am I coloring in screen? I hate when I do that, because I'll go back and watch it and like, oh, that wasn't in screen. How are they supposed to see? Created a little bit of dimension there. It's kind of a cool little effect. Then what we're gonna do is we're going to color. We're gonna use these new ink pads here. Let's use, this is the Gorgeous Grape, and we're gonna use the blender pen. So you're gonna squeeze it. Let me zoom out a bit. So you're gonna squeeze it just like the older pads. This is the new pad, and I'm sure you guys have all seen all the videos on YouTube of the new and improved case. It's just like, it opens just like a compact. So you go like that. Oh, look, see? You have a palette here, and then you slide it like this. But we're not going to need to slide it. But if you were just stamping, you would slide it like that. And this is new. They have a sticker that you put here, and it tells you what color that you're using so that you don't mess it up. We're going to use this part as our palette.
That's a pretty color.
It is a pretty color, huh? It's Gorgeous Grape. You're going to know all these colors. All right, so this is dark on the end, if you can see it. Let me zoom in. This is dark. I'm just gonna make sure that there's not anything left on there, which is good. Usually what I found with this, and I don't know if anybody else is finding this, but when I'm coloring, I don't feel like it pills up like when I use the other inks and I use the blender pen. When I try to use this on the Whisper White, now it doesn't happen on the watercolor paper, but usually when I use the old ink pads, and I use the blender pen, it pills up. I don't know how to describe it, but the paper starts coming up. But this, I found that it wasn't doing it. And I don't know if it's because I'm coloring faster or what, but I'm not finding this to be an issue. And if anyone else does, let me know. I just want to know what am I doing that's different. I love the blender pens, but the blender pens in this color are not available yet. They're in the new catalog, but they're not available until I think the middle of June. That's why I'm not using the blender pen for this color. So this is just the regular inks. And right now I'm just coloring this in. And you cannot use this pen, the color lifter, for these ink pads. So don't try it. You'll be not happy. Yeah, so let me know if you have the problems with the pilling of the paper with this. But like I said, I'm not finding it this is an issue for me with these new inks. Maybe it's part of their new formula, I don't know, but I really like it. I think the trick is too, if you do use the older inks, is to not go over it a whole bunch of times with the old ones. But I really didn't really have good luck with that. They pilled a lot. I'm going to kind of go in with a darker in the center here. Oh, a little bit here. Okay. Highland Heather is the other purple that we're using. Let me squeeze it again. Squeeze. Don't forget to squeeze it. I'm picking up my color with my blender pen, and I'm going to start in the middle because I want it to be darker in the center than I do the rest of it. So I'm just going to draw it out like this, and then I'll go over it again. I'm not a perfect colorer. I do love to color though, honestly. I find it very relaxing. You love to color, don't you, Aubrey?
Yep.
It's nice, huh?
Yeah, it's fun.
It is relaxing. I'm finding though that I should be wearing glasses when I do it, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Makes me feel old. I'm getting old. My eyes, I kind of went out of the lines there, but it doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna care. They're just gonna be so happy to get this card because they're really like,
gonna know anyways.
Yeah, no one will know. They're not gonna be like, oh, that is a beautiful card, Jackie, but I do see you went out of the lines right now. But if you notice that when you do use your blender pens, you want to kind of not go all the way out to the edge here. I'm not even going to touch it because I have purple on here, but you don't want to go to the edge. You just kind of almost bleeds is what I want to say. You can take this here as I go from one thing to the next. You can go here and use your color lifter. Now this is the Stamping Blends I used right here, and you can do this. And you can kind of lighten it up just a tad because it's a color lifter. Now it wouldn't matter because you know that a lot of times I like to go over it with the gray. But this time we're not going to go over it with the gray, but I kind of actually like the way that shadows out. I mean, you know, it was a happy mistake. But you can't use your color lifter for your ink pads or your Stampin' Write markers. So again, from the center and out. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but it's not pilling up. It's not doing the regular. Now I'm not pressing hard. So I'm not trying to make it pill up, but I'm not finding that it's an issue. Then I'm going to go over, so I'm going to darken it up and go and do a line here, a line here. So essentially, when you use the blender pen with the ink pads, you have a Stampin' Write marker. You just have kind of the bonus feature of the blender pens where you can kind of make things a little bit more dark. So I really enjoy having these blender. These are called Stamping Blends, and this is a blender pen. I always see the blender pen. I always say it wrong. Sorry, bear with me. So this is the lighter pool party, and that's the one that I wanted to do for this one. On my original, I used the Coastal Cabana here, so it was a little bit darker. They're kind of similar. This is kind of similar to the pool party, just a little tiny bit, but we'll use that one again. This one is the light blender pen, and I'm just going to, if I don't like it, I can go over it. I don't really care. Oh, I'll use the little ones. So I'm going to use the little side here. Again, if you go, you don't have to go all the way to the end because it's going to kind of bleed over there. And you always want to keep these covered. I can't tell you that enough. In between your card making, don't set it down and go to another color. Put the lid on immediately. These are not refillable, so you want to make sure. I have not had one run out yet, and I color with these all the time, and I know other people have run out, but I have a feeling, sneaking suspicion, they did not put the cap back on. Then, I think I used this blender pen. I used the light Calypso Coral, and I'm going to use this end, the brush tip end. Did I use Calypso? You know what? I did not use Calypso Coral. Yeah, I used this blender pen. I'm terrible.
Don't worry.
The dark, I think it'll look good. All right, I'm going to put this one on here. This is the dark pink pirouette. Is that what I used? Yep. This is the color that I used, people. This is the blender pen that I used. People. Dark pink pirouette. This is what happens when you not paying attention. Yeah, this is the color I use because this is part of the base. I like things to kind of match a little bit. But whatever. Whatever. Right? This one will just be slightly different than the original. Plus I can go over, it kind of looks pretty actually with the two tones on there. It's not bad.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna just lighten this up anyways a little bit with my color lifter. I'm gonna try the light Daffodil Delight. And I'm gonna use the pin end. And I'm gonna color the center of the flowers. Okay, so we're gonna use the light one. And we're just gonna go color it here. Again, you don't have to go all the way to the line. Ta-da! There we go. And then we're gonna do light over here. Light Old Olive right there. And then we're gonna do the dark. Do we do the dark? Actually, we're gonna do light and then we'll go over it and darken it up with the dark one. So this is the light, really light at the ends there, because I don't want it to bleed over. If it does, it's okay. Like I said, it kind of adds a little highlight or outline. Lid is on. Lid is on my pen. Okay, then I'm going to use this end again, and this is the dark Old Olive. Create a little darkness here. But this is the light color of Old Olive. And so then what I'm doing is blending. See how it had the harsh lines? I'm just kind of blending it in a bit. And then going over here and doing the same. See how nice that looks? It's just a nice, and then I'm going to build over here, build the color up, and then going over here too.
It's a pretty mixture of colors.
Thanks. You're the best. You're the best. All right.
You're the best.
I should go to the line and then I'll build up some more right here. And the blender pens don't pill up at all. So that is all colored. We're going to set that aside. We're going to use this image here, the thank you. Punch this out. So you do this. You put it in here, just like that. Ink it up. Press down, and you have another one inked. So you're going to just keep doing that so that it makes it go so fast, and then you can assembly line them. So coloring is not a big deal. So you can color everything and then make these, and it makes it super, super fast. Miss Lobster, What is it that I wish I had?
Dimensionals.
Yeah, because if I had dimensionals, I would pop this right up. Put this on with the snail. Okay, let's put this down. Too bad we don't have our dimensionals, Lobster. There, that's just fine. Ta-da. Let's put this on here like this. This piece of paper this is powder pink, and this is cut at 4.5 by 4. Okay, so put that on there like that, and then we're going to use, this is called Polka Dot Tulle Ribbon, and this is in the new catalog, which is so fun. And we're going to put this on here. Isn't it cute? It's so cute. And then this velvety, feel how soft this is, Aubrey. Isn't it nice and soft? It's so soft. I think it's rich raspberry. I want to say it looks. So I'm going to use my paper snip. Start with the rich raspberry first. Do some snail there and some snail there. And I want to make sure this is where I want it. And you just press down. And I want to put this on here. Just like this. So cute. And I'll press that down. Now we're going to take our, I can't remember what color this is. This is the dark gray. What gray is this, Obster? What gray is this? You should look in my catalog for me.
Okay.
My new catalog. Yay! What? You can have it now. You want it? You want it? All right, I'll tell you what page to go to.
Okay.
Wait 1 second. Okay, you're going to go to... I should teach you how to look up all this stuff for me. I'll go to that page. It is... Basic Gray. I can't believe I forgot that. It's Basic Gray, everybody. It's not a new color either, so that's not really a good excuse.
I'm going to keep this just in case.
Sure, why don't you keep it? You can. Well, can you be my assistant? You can be my assistant. Thanks. So I want it to be even on the top and the bottom. The gray. Well, you don't have to. Again, you don't have to do it exactly like me. So fun. All right, so you're going to take a little piece of this ribbon. So I'm going to tie a bow on here.
Now that's pretty good.
Is it pretty good?
Yes.
Thanks. I should bring you along to whenever I make something. You can be my cheerleader. So I'm going to cut this off here. See how cute that is? It's so cute. We're going to use the Share What You Love embellishment kit. One of these little clips. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this guy on my ribbon. We're going to take and put this little rose on here because it just added a nice little touch. Okay, isn't that cute? But it's not done. It's not done. This is the old one. Sorry, but you can still put them on there and it'll still look good. You just put one there. Oh, you can't see it? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Obster. I'm lining them up here.
I was like, you can't see it.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm going to put one here. Cute.
They're so hard to deal with. They're so small.
Not if you have your paper snips. Try it with this. See if you can do it. This is the Wink of Stella, and I love the Wink of Stella. And I'm going to add a little sparkle, but I really did you do it? Yay, good job. I really liked the thought of after a rain, and it leaves kind of a little glistening look on the leaves or the flowers. And it's just a hint of glitter on there. It's not, you don't really need a lot.
I put it back on perfectly.
You did?
Yep.
So see, even a 10-year-old can do it. It darkened it up a little bit, so I'm just kind of doing a little bit in the center. And maybe put a little bit
just
on the leaves.
Just when you put it in the light, though.
Yeah, when I put it in the light. Sorry, the light's going right now, isn't it?
It's because it's nighttime.
It is nighttime. Here in Alaska, in the summertime, we don't get dark for a long time. Huh, sweetie?
Yep.
Okay,
dim lights
that's it. This is all done. This is the one I made with you guys. This is the one I made on my own. Now these pearls, like I said, they look like in the catalog they were all the same size. But I will show you here in a second how light it is outside. I hope you guys enjoyed making these cards. Okay, here's me with my ugly hood on, but it's cold. It's windy. So Hope you guys, oh, I'm gonna go this way, so the sun is facing that way. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the